This is a story about the Cambrian Railway Company which took place during its heyday in the late 19th century. In the 1860s, the Oswestry-based company and their intrepid engineer Thomas Savin set out to conquer the inhospitable terrain of the coast of North Wales. After many years of battling the tides and the weather, Savin finally managed to complete his line that linked the town of Aberystwyth to Barmouth junction on the River Mawdawch. A section of this route is perched halfway up a steep cliff overlooking the sea. This is known as the Friog decline. Although a great feat of engineering, this stretch of line was and still can be very dangerous, as the driver and fireman of the Pegasus discovered on a fateful day in 1883. On January 1st of 1883, a locomotive named Pegasus pulled out of Machynlleth on its evening service along the coastal route. The train was packed with passengers making their way to an Eisteddfod being held at Dolgellau. The engines slowed down as it reached the Vriog decline, the most treacherous part of the route. With nothing but rock above them and the crashing sea beneath, the driver of Pegesus William Davies proceeded with great caution. It was then tragedy struck. On reaching the decline, the train was hit by several tons of rock and soil from the ledge above. The Cambrian locomotive was derailed by the avalanche and plunged into the sea below. Mr. Davies and his fireman were killed. Fortunately, the coupling links between the locomotive and the packed coaches snapped, leaving one carriage hanging over the cliff edge and the rest intact. No passengers were killed. Imagine the mood back at Oswestry station, where the company board met to discuss the disaster that had unfolded. The company seemingly avoided any legal action over the disaster but received a warning from the Board of Trade to take steps to ensure such a similar accident did not occur again. C.P. Gascoigne discusses the aftermath of the crash in his 1923 biopic of the Cambrian. Such occurrences, alas, are not entirely within the compass of human power to control, but as a matter of fact, no such similar accident has since happened at Friog or anywhere else on the Cambrian system. Unfortunately, Mr. Gascoigne would have been proved wrong 10 years later in 1933 when another train was hit by a rockslide at Friog. After the second accident, the Great Western Railway Company, who had absorbed the Cambrian a few years earlier, built an avalanche shelter at the site, which is still in use today. From the beach at Fairbourne you can see an avalanche shelter on the steep slope to the south. It was built by the Great Western Railway in the 1930s after landslips twice sent locomotives crashing down to the rocky seashore. The shelter is 56 meters long and made from reinforced concrete. Its sloping top deflects falling debris downwards. The aerial photo, courtesy of the Welsh government, shows the recently built shelter in 1940.